Sammy wants to know, Tanya, if he were to go into this drug court program, how does it work? How long would he be involved in it? How often does he have to dedicate his time? And then finally, the graduation, if you will, when would it be over?
Okay. Well, and this program was started by Judge Blanchard and the former district attorney, Ashley Wright. And so I just wanted to put that out there that they've done a good job in beginning it and supporting it. But when he gets into the program, it's basically about accountability, and that's what you're doing. You have to drug test at least 2 or 3 days a week, which is good for employers, because if you hire somebody from drug court, which 75% of our people are working, then you have somebody who's being drug tested 2 or 3 times a week. They have to go to treatment 2 or 3 times a week. And we've adjusted with COVID. We continued with the program right through COVID because people needed the treatment. They're doing that through Zoom from their home, their group meetings. And then the major part of the drug courts and why they work is called the 3 minutes with the judge. So each week on a Thursday, they would come to court and meet with the judge. And he basically goes over their progress. He'll talk to them about the good things in their life, the bad things in their life, and he will sanction anybody who possibly gets a positive drug test. And I think that is where accountability courts really have one up on rehab centers or anybody, because if you come in positive today on heroin or meth, okay, or marijuana, and you know that you don't want to do this anymore, sometimes the body takes over and says, but you're going to do this and you're going to continue to do it. That's called addiction. So if the judge says, well, you're going to be sanctioned for 24 hours or 48 hours or 3 days, that's 3 days that you get to regroup your body, get it out of your system, and come back. So is it difficult? Yes. But I tell my clients, as long as you keep showing up, you will not be able to do that which you said you no longer wanted to do. And they work with you on the sanctions and just trying to get you to modify your behavior. And so you have to have a year clean. It's basically, there are going to be people who relapse. It just happens. It's part of recovery. We have probably had 4 superstars, we call them, who went in with absolutely not one positive in a 2-year period. And those people did a rehab before they came in, where they were in residential normally and then came in and were really, really on track. So that's the 3 accountability pieces. And then there's also officers. So the resources that you use, you have to figure you have 125 or so people who normally maybe would be in jail because they're charged with felonies. They're out now. So rather than costing taxpayers money, they're actually saving taxpayers money. But officers do go to their house and check. And I think that is a major difference with the success rate here. We have great officers and they get to know the participants and what's going on in their lives, because what you see in the courtroom is generally the end result of the environment that the person's in. And so in drug court, the officers go to their house, they do curfew checks, they do breathalyzers and different things like that, and they come back and report to the work. So that's just really about holding the person accountable for the crime that they did, but by addressing the issue that was underlying the reason why they did it.